Good morning, student. Let us continue with the online lecture for the chapter A Triumph of Surgery. First, let us revise what we have done yesterday. Now we know Mrs. Pumphrey had called the narrator as Tricky was very ill and he was not eating any food and he was having bouts of vomiting. The narrator advised Mrs. Pumphrey to hospitalize Tricky. When she heard this, she almost swooned or fainted. Now, when the narrator, he took Tricky to the surgery. He did not give him any food for 2 days. After the second day, Tricky showed some signs of recovery and he started playing with the other dogs. Now, let us see some of the questions that were given before this text. Now the first question is the narrator as rich as Tricky's mistress? Okay. Second question is, how does he treat the dog? Third question is, why is he tempted to keep Tricky on as a permanent guest? And the last question is, why does Mrs. Pumphrey think the dog's recovery is a triumph of surgery? We will be answering all these questions at the end of the chapter. Now let us continue with the explanation. When they had finished, Tricky took a walk round the shining bowls, licking casually inside one or two of them. Next day, an extra bowl was put out for him, and I was pleased to see him jostling his way towards it. Now here, they refers to the other dogs. Now what happened here? After the second day, when the dogs were eating and fighting for their food, Tricky also showed some movement and he started licking the dog's bowls. Okay, and seeing this improvement, the narrator was also happy. From then on, his progress was rapid. Rapid means fast. From that day, the dog Tricky, he started recovering at a very fast pace. He had no medical treatment of any kind, but all day he ran about with the dogs, joining in their friendly scrimmages. Now here, underline this, he had no medical treatment. Alright, so this we have to remember, that no medical treatment was given to Tricky. On the other hand, he was provided lots of exercise. He discovered the joys of being bowled over, tramped on and squashed every few minutes. He became an accepted member of the gang, an unlikely, silky little object among the shaggy crew, fighting like a tiger for his share at mealtimes and hunting rats in the old hen house at night. He had never had such a time in his life. So here the author is telling us that how he was different from the other dogs. Why? Because he was well taken care of. He was silky, his fur was silky. On the other hand, the dogs that he was staying with did not get any extra care. So here, though he was different, but then also he was accepted by this gang of dogs. Alright, and he was now having a different lifestyle. Okay, earlier he used to just sleep at his house. Now here he used to play, he used to fight for his food like a tiger. Now let me move on to the next line. All the while, Mrs. Pumphrey hovered anxiously in the background, ringing a dozen times a day for the latest bulletin. Now the word hover means to remain in the air. Okay, but here we can say that she was asking for information about the dog. It was not that she had sent the dog into the surgery and she was not worried about it, but she was constantly in contact with the narrator. Okay, and she was asking for the details about Tricky's recovery. I dodged the questions about whether his questions were being turned regularly or his correct coat worn according to the weather. but I was able to tell her that the little fellow was out of danger and convalescing rapidly. Now here convalescing means to recover. Okay, so he dodged the questions that was related to whether the cushions was being used or whether he was wearing the right coat, but he told her that Tricky was recovering rapidly. The word convalescing seemed to do something to Mrs. Pumphrey. She started to bring round fresh eggs, 2 dozens at a time, to build up Tricky's strength. Okay, when she heard that Tricky was recovering, she started bringing some eatables. First, she brought the 2 dozen eggs so that Tricky could regain his strength. For a happy period, my partners and I had 2 eggs each for breakfast. But when the bottles of wine began to arrive, the real possibilities of the situation began to dawn on the household. Okay, so first she started bringing the eggs, but then afterwards she started bringing the bottles of wine. Okay, so they understood that if Tricky stays there, Mrs. Pumphrey would be sending such expensive items so that they could enjoy it. Okay, now here we have to remember that the doctor was not giving the eggs and the wine to Tricky. Okay, why? Because we already know that Mrs. Pumphrey had already spoiled Tricky because of overfeeding him. And what was the method that was applied by the doctor? The method applied by the doctor was that he gave him lots of exercise, okay, and did not overfeed him. Actually, Tricky had to fight for his food with the other dogs. Now let us move on to the next line. It was to enrich Tricky's blood. Okay, what was to enrich Tricky's blood? The wine that was sent. Lunch became a ceremonial occasion with 2 glasses of wine before and several during the meals. We could hardly believe it when the brandy came to put a final edge on Tricky's constitution. For a few nights the fine spirit was rolled around, inhaled and reverently drunk. Okay, then first the eggs, then the wine, and now even the brandy came, which they drank. They were days of deep content. What was? The days when they got so much food. Okay, they were really satisfied. Why? Because the things that were coming for Tricky, actually they were consuming those things. They were days of deep content. Content means satisfaction. Starting well with the extra egg in the morning, improve and sustained with the midday wine, and finishing luxuriously round the fire with the brandy. It was a temptation to keep Tricky on as a permanent guest. But I knew Mrs. Pumphrey was suffering, and after a fortnight felt compelled to phone and tell her that the little dog had recovered and was awaiting collection. Okay, so the narrator, he was tempted to keep Tricky as a permanent guest. We know the answer. Why was he tempted? Because Mrs. Pumphrey was sending so many things to him, like eggs, brandy, wine, which he and his partners were consuming and enjoying. Okay, so he knew that if they will be able to keep Tricky for a very long period of time, they will be enjoying these things. But here we also see the good side of the doctor. All right, though he was tempted, he wanted to do this. Okay, but he also called Mrs. Pumphrey after a fortnight, that is after those 14 days, and he told her that Tricky had recovered and he could be collected from his surgery. Okay, so here we also see that how did the doctor, he did not give to the temptation, but he called Mrs. Pumphrey. Okay, let us read the next paragraph. Within minutes of him calling Mrs. Pumphrey, within minutes, about 30 feet of gleaming black metal drew up outside the surgery. Now, what is this 30 feet of gleaming black metal? This is the car. Okay, Mrs. Pumphrey's car. The chauffeur opened the door, and I could just make out the figure of Mrs. Pumphrey almost lost in the interior. The car must be so big that he felt as if Mrs. Pumphrey was lost in that interior. Her hands were tightly clasped in front of her. Her lips trembled. "Oh, Mr. Harriet, do tell me the truth. Is he really better?" "Yes, he's fine. There's no need for you to get out of the car. I'll go and fetch him." I walked through the house into the garden. A mass of dogs was hurtling round and round the lawn, and in the midst, ears flapping, tails waving, was the little golden figure of Tricky. Okay, so when he went into the house, all right, to get Tricky, what was Tricky doing? He was playing with his gang of dogs. In 2 weeks, he had been transformed into a little hard-muscled animal. Okay, earlier we have underlined bloated sausage. Okay, so he was like a bloated sausage at the beginning of this lesson, but after staying in the surgery for a fortnight, he had become active, he had become swift, all right, he had become flexible. Okay, earlier we saw that he was not even able to walk when Mr. Harriet, he met him at the very beginning of the chapter. But now he was playing with the dogs, he had become flexible and he had become hard-muscled animal. He was keeping up well with the pack, stretching out in great bounds, his chest almost brushing the ground. Okay, so instead of that obese dog, he had become a hard-muscled, flexible dog. I carried him along the passage to the front of the house. The chauffeur was still holding the car door open, and when Tricky saw his mistress, he took off from my arms in a tremendous leap and sailed into Mrs. Pumphrey's lap. Okay, so Tricky also must be missing his mistress, and we see that here that when he saw Mrs. Pumphrey, he quickly leapt into her lap. She gave a startled "oh" and then had to defend herself as he swarmed over her, licking her face and barking. Okay, so he was very excited and he just licked her face, and Mrs. Pumphrey was just trying to save or to defend herself from all those barking and licking. During the excitement, I helped the chauffeur to bring out the beds, toys, cushions, coats and bowls, none of which had been used. As the car moved away, Mrs. Pumphrey leaned out of the window. Tears shone in her eyes. Her lips trembled. "Oh, Mr. Harriet," she cried, "how can I ever thank you? This is a triumph of surgery." Okay, what is the triumph of surgery? That Tricky transforming from a bloated sausage to a well-muscled dog. This is the triumph of surgery. Now, why did she call it? That we are going to just discuss in a few minutes. Okay, so I hope you have understood till here. Let us just go back to the third page, all right, where we have the read and find out. Now, the first question is the narrator as rich as Tricky's mistress? So here the answer, I think each and every one of you know, is no, he was not as rich as Tricky's mistress. How does he treat the dog? Now here, how did he treat him? For the first 2 days, he did not give him any food. He only gave him water. Then he gave him lots of physical activities. He made him play with the other dogs, and he also made Tricky fight for his food. He did not overfeed him. And one important thing that we should mention here is that he did not give him any medical treatment. Now the next question is, why is he tempted to keep Tricky on as a permanent guest? I think we have already answered this, because it was because Mrs. Pumphrey was sending them wine, brandy and eggs, and they were really enjoying the lavish lifestyle. So the narrator was tempted to keep Tricky as a permanent guest. Why does Mrs. Pumphrey think the dog's recovery is a triumph of surgery? Why did she think that Tricky's recovery was a triumph of surgery? Okay, so now here, why did she think so? Because the improvement that Tricky has made in that fortnight, she thought was not possible without certain medical treatment. Alright, so she believed, because he did not tell her how he had treated Tricky. Okay, he did not tell her that he gave him lots of physical activity. He did not give him food for 2 days. He did not tell him that Tricky was not given all the eggs and the brandy and the wine. Okay, so according to Mrs. Pumphrey, he was getting certain medical treatment. That is why she thought that this improvement, alright, this recovery was a triumph of surgery. She was thinking about that surgery, that medical condition. Okay, so this is the end of this chapter. Now I want you to read this chapter once again, and if you have any problem, okay, you can contact me, and this chapter will be coming in your UT1. Okay, I will be sending you the notes. Go through it, and if you have any problem, feel free to contact me. Thank you.